Stage 4. Now this is the most important stage, even though it's not as hard. It's hard because you have to commit to it. And you have to understand how important this stage is. Stage 4 is musical application. So the goal is to find an artist where you know the name, but you don't really know their stuff. So Tyler, give me the name of any artist that you like.
Israel Houghton.
Israel Houghton and the New Breed, okay? I've heard of that. I know Chris Coleman played for them for a while, right? So I know who Israel Houghton is, I know who the New Breed is, and I know it's gospel. That's about the level of my knowledge of Israel Houghton. So I've heard of it, but I don't know the songs. So I'm gonna type that into Pandora. And here is stage 4. This is the magic to stage 4. Audition for Israel Houghton in that moment. Close your eyes, think of the parts, think of the music, and physically audition for that band on the drum set. That's stage 4, musical application, being able to truly audition in the moment for a band. This is 2 songs minimum. I brought 2 loops for you guys that are very, very much so in a style that is not comfortable for me. It's kind of, I guess you would call it easy listening. So I'm going to play for you guys the first loop and let you know what's going on in my head so that I can audition for this music. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking to myself is the individual parts that are going to make it up. I've already kind of decided, I think it's going to be a kick, hi-hat, snare thing. Now, there's a shaker that's playing 16ths, so I don't really need to replicate those 16ths. I want to make sure that that shaker is actually supporting me and my groove. So I'm going to play 8ths on the hi-hat, maybe a little syncopation, because there's a lot of 16ths going on. And then I'm going to start with the kick and snare. Kick will be on 1 and 3, snares on 2 and 4, and I just want to let the loop play over me and just see what happens and see if there's anything sticking out to me. All right, now what I want to do is start slowly adding in a few things until I find that magic spot that I'm not overplaying, but I'm also not underplaying the situation. So let me find a good drum part for this. All right, now, once I've got that part down, there's a couple things that you want to think of and be aware of. All drummers, for whatever weird reason it is, have the 4-bar itch. And every 4th bar, they think they should do something really cool. You shouldn't. For the 4-bar itch, come up with some things for yourselves that work. Maybe an accented hi-hat on every 4th bar, maybe an open hi-hat. So you could have something like, so stage 4, guys, it's about mentally putting yourself in the position to audition for whatever music you're hearing. Stop making fun of the music that you're not familiar with. Practice 2 songs from a style that you've never played before, from an artist you've never played before. Close your eyes and mentally and emotionally commit to auditioning for that artist. If you can do that every time you practice, I mean, at the least, you can do this thing in under an hour. That's awesome. Everyone has an hour a day to do this. But if you can do it multiple times a day, that's even better. But if you do that, I promise, instead of just getting faster feet, which is a little bit of growth, or better time, or better fills, now you just grow as a drummer. You got faster, you got more creative, you learned something new, you became a better musician. That would all happen in one day if you just use the 4-stage practice method. So I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you guys are really, really excited to go home and practice. Thanks. I'll keep clapping.